What's up, guys? Really quick today, I'm gonna go over SPY, the VIX, TNX, and the Qs. So let's start with SPY. I'm kind of in a hurry today, but I really want to make this video. So, SPY, what's going on with SPY? We had 2 nice days of rebound. Um, and it's kind of important where we are at the moment. Why? Because, well, if you look at this, we are kind of in this area, okay, where it's a nice area of previous support and resistance. Okay, so this area kind of acted like support here, support. Then it was kind of a resistance here. It break below here, but it was support, 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 and then here resistance. As you can see, this was support, support, and then support, and it was resistance here and resistance here. So if we make the line a little bit longer, so uh, key level here, right? There is something that I really want to show you in SPY. If we draw Fibonacci, really important, and we go from this high to this low to this lower high, we went straight to 100%, to the 100% move, and then we rebound. On the rebound, we're now testing the 20 days double exponential moving average, which is this green line here. Okay, and the peak of the volume is over here. And also, if let me delete this Fibonacci so you can see better. uh, Let me delete this. I want to show you the retracement of the previous move. So Fibonacci retracement, if we go from the high all the way down to the low, we are at 38% retracement almost. So we could go to 50% retracement. It would be around the peak of the volume here, which makes sense. So we can jump still higher. And eventually, if the 50 days double exponential moving average, this red line comes down, it will be a retest of the 50. As of right now, I would not buy long in SPY simply because we have a declining 50 days double exponential moving average. All the moving average are bearish, as well as the MACD that is below the 20 day, the zero line. So it can rebound, it can even rebound big, have this big bounce, but it's still below the zero line. So that's an issue, okay? And then um, I would literally take it day by day. It really depends by the time frame that you're trading at, because on the 4 hours it's kind of looking more bullish. But again, I would look at 396 as a peak, not more than that. I mean, it still needs to break above this level over here. Okay, so that's kind of important. Now, if SPY is really, or SP500 is really related to the VIX, and so my question is, what is the VIX doing? Well, the VIX on the 4 hours is retracing, has now retested the 50 days double exponential moving average, but it's also retesting this previous high. Okay, basically, the VIX is retesting this high over here and this high over here that acted as a resistance. Now it could act as a support. Vice versa, because we are way above the zero line with the MACD, we can have this bounce to, or actually this dump to the downside, and then we can rebound. So really important to see what the VIX is going to do now. If we change the time frame, let me delete this and let me go on the daily. If we change the time frame, today we have retested the 20 days double exponential moving average, and it was bought up right away. Although we have made this candle that is a bearish engulfing candle. Okay, so why it's a bearish engulfing candle? Because it's engulfing the previous the previous candle. So in this case, yesterday. Um, so this could easily come down some more and retest the 50 days double exponential moving average. So we'll see what happens. So right now it's kind of confusing. It's really hard to trade at the moment, even if I'm making a banking, but I'm basically scalping. That's all I'm doing. TNX, just let's change. TNX had this big rebound over here. It doesn't look too good because the 20 days double exponential moving average is about to cross below the 50, and that's not a good sign. We retested this previous level of support and resistance over here, and we broke below. We went straight below, so that wasn't a good sign. We rebounded on this level of support over here, but where are we going? I mean, we have a couple of gaps to fill. We just filled with this bearish price action this gap over here, and now we have to fill this gap over here. Okay, so this is the gap to fill. Is it gonna fill soon? Who knows? But right now all the indicators are kind of crossed to the bears, so I'm not very enthusiastic for a bullish price action here in the TNX. Lastly, the Qs. The Qs, even here, very mixed signal. Okay, the Qs, if you look at the daily chart, it can look like a gigantic bullish flag, and we are now at the peak of the volume. So from here we really need to see if we have enough strength to break above this channel, this red channel, and break above and stay above. I don't know if we have that strength. All the indicators are kind of mixed up because the MACD is flattening, it's approaching the zero line, but it seems like it's curling and it wants to cross the bulls, so it's really mixed. The RSI is kind of flat, and the PMO kind of the same thing like the MACD. Also, we are above the zero line, so there is more strength here. What else? We are trading at the peak of the volume. I said that, but we're still making lower highs, okay, and we're making lower lows. So very very mixed signal, and again it depends by the time frame, because if you look at the weekly chart, we are at the top of this downtrend channel, but the moving averages, the 20 is crossed above the 50, and the 50 is inclining to the upside, kind of flat but still inclining a little bit. So there is power here. But then if we change the time frame and we go on the monthly, well, the monthly is a totally different story, because all the indicators are bearish and the price is below the 20 and the 20 is below the 50. So, and also on the monthly, the peak of the volume is down here, guys. It's a 1 or 7. Now, how are we going to get there? I mean, some huge bad event has to happen in order for us to go all the way down there. But I mean, it could be a possibility. Right now we are at the peak, at the top line of the volume. So you have to be really careful in trading this market, and that's why I prefer to take it day by day, doing some scalping, doing some day trading, really small position, and you really have to preserve your